Part 2. In this part of the test, you will hear longer conversations between two people. After each conversation, you will answer some questions about it. Choose the best answer to the question from the choices printed in the test booklet and mark your answer on the separate answer sheet. You should mark A, B, C, or D. There are 14 questions in Part 2. The conversations and questions will not be repeated. If you want to, you may take notes in your booklet as you listen. Please listen carefully. Now, turn the page. Numbers 20 to 23.
Listen to a conversation in a store.
What can I help you with today?
Well, I just moved to town and I need to get a lot of things. Sofa, kitchen table and chairs, some lamps. The only thing I don't need is a bed.
Okay, why don't we take it one room at a time? Let's start with the kitchen. These are the tables and chairs that we have. Most of the tables are big enough to seat 4 to 8, but some are just for 2.
It's just me and I don't cook much. Plus, the kitchen is pretty narrow. I kind of like that set, the small table with the glass top and the leather chairs. How much is it?
The table and chairs are priced separately. The table is $500 and each chair is $200, so if you got it with 2 chairs, it would be $900.
$900 for a table and 2 chairs? That's outrageous. Do you have anything more reasonable?
Actually, that is one of the least expensive tables we have. Wooden tables are even more.
Really? I think I'll have to shop around. Sorry.
Number 20.
What does the woman want to do?
Number 21.
Why does the woman mention cooking?
Number 22.
What does the woman think about the items in the store?
Number 23.
What does the woman mean when she says,
I think I'll have to shop around.
Numbers 24 to 26.
listen to a conversation between a student and his tutor?
After reading your essay, I have a couple of suggestions for how you can improve your writing. Overall, you've done a great job with the content of the essay. Most of my comments have to do with your use of language. For instance, you need to vary the length of your sentences. Some of your sentences are pretty long, and that can be confusing for the reader.
Really? My professor told me that before, too. For this paper, I bent over backwards to do things differently. I made sure I used some short sentences.
I think there's still room to make them a bit shorter.
Okay, then. I'll go back and change some more. Another thing that my professor mentioned was something about working on transitions. I'm not sure what she meant by that.
Oh, that means you need to add words or phrases to help each idea flow logically into the next.
Can you give me an example?
Well, why don't we work on that right now?
Sure, sounds good.
Number 24.
What is the woman explaining?
Number 25.
What are the speakers going to do next?
Number 26.
What does the man mean when he says,
I bent over backwards to do things differently.
Numbers 27 to 30. Listen to a conversation between two friends.
Are you going to stay in the state after you graduate, or do you think you'll move elsewhere for work?
I haven't decided yet. Once I graduate, I actually have to work for 2 years under supervision before I can get my official nursing license. So I may stay here since I'm close to family.
Once you get your license, can you work anywhere? Or is it a state-by-state thing? Like, would you have to work for 2 years before getting licensed in another state?
You only have to take a test for each state to practice there. But I'd rather not work for 2 years to get licensed here just to take another test elsewhere. Though I guess it wouldn't be the end of the world. Luckily, the tests are pretty similar, so I would be able to pass pretty easily, I think, if I did decide I wanted to go somewhere else. Except California. They have a whole different system.
Might be worth it, though. I lived there for a while. It's a beautiful state.
Number 27. What does the woman still need to decide? Number 28. Why does the woman mention her family? Number 29. What does the woman say about California? Number 30. Listen to a part of the conversation again, then answer the question.
But I'd rather not work for 2 years to get licensed here just to take another test elsewhere. Though I guess it wouldn't be the end of the world.
What does the woman mean when she says,
Though I guess it wouldn't be the end of the world.
Numbers 31 to 33. Listen to a conversation between friends.
Hey, Julie. How's it going with that fitness class you started taking?
It's a walk in the park, and I'm starting to see some results.
Really? What's it like?
Well, it's 1 hour per day, 3 times a week, starting at 8 p.m. Each class is different. One day we're running and doing exercises, the next time we're lifting weights. The instructor's really good, too. She's a former Olympic gymnast. You should give it a try.
I wish I could, but I'm usually at the restaurant then to handle the evening rush. And on my rare nights off, I just like to relax at home. Or sometimes I go to a movie. Exercise is low on my list.
Right, I forgot that you work evenings at the restaurant. I haven't been there in a while. I should stop in sometime.
Wouldn't that defeat the purpose of working out? Well, if you do come, I can use my employee discount. You'll get 15% off your order.
Great! Well, I've got to get going. I need to drop off my stuff at home, then run a few errands before tonight's class.
Number 31. What are the speakers mainly discussing? Number 32. What does the man do most evenings? Number 33. What does the man mean when he says,
Exercise is low on my list.
End of Part 2.